Welcome to the Working Man Sports Talk, where we like to talk to other working men about sports. And if you're not a man, who cares? Today I have a special guest with me today, Zach, a.k.a. Zachary, a.k.a. Larry Legend.
Oh, God. All that.
Oh, man. Hey, you can shoot. You had a shot, Zach.
In my youth.
So today we're going to talk about the NBA. Yes, it kicks off this week. We are very excited to watch some basketball and glad that basketball's back.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait. So I have a couple of questions,
Let's hear them.
All right. Who do you think? Now, this is another big one. Who do you think would be the comeback player this year? Comeback player of the year. Who do you want to have a comeback season this year? If you want to think of it, I can let you know what mine is.
Yeah, why don't you go first? I think I got one, but I want to hear yours.
Mine is Lonzo Ball.
That seems to be the popular one.
I want Lonzo to come back with vengeance. And you know what? I don't think it's going to be with the Chicago Bulls either.
You think he's going to get traded?
I think he'll get traded. I feel like either him or Kobe White's going to get traded out of there. Because you can't have Kobe. I feel like you can't have him, Lonzo Ball, Kobe White, and Zach LaVine all on the floor at the same time.
Going off of that, I don't think the Bulls are really going to be contenders.
No.
So I could see them just I could see them going into hard sell mode and just trying to rebuild because, DeRozan's gone. All those guys at the top, like LaVine always has injury problems.
Yeah, and there's always trade rumors talks about him every year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I could see the Bulls, trying to move on and start a rebuild, but it would be cool to see Lonzo get a little bit of shine before whatever happens. And who knows, the Bulls could be a good team. That's just
they
the thing.
Could be. We don't know
until tip off.
Yeah, that's the truth.
But my heater went off there. That's fine. But
but yeah, that's what I have. And I just feel like I said, I don't think he's going to finish out the season with Chicago. I can see a team like San Antonio make a trade for him, or even the Magic.
Magic are sleepers. I do think they have a little bit. They'll probably make a jump. I'd say they aren't the elite level in the East, but they're slowly making their way up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think mine. This might make me sound like a homer, but I kind of want Julius Randle to have.
Oh yeah, Julius Randle for real.
Yeah. Like now that he plays for the Wolves, I really want to see him because I know one of the big things when the trade happened with Cat, everybody was talking about, Julius Randle, he's a ball dominant forward. I'm like, yeah, but he's better off the drive. He's not as good of a shooter as Cat, but he can create for others more than Cat.
Yep, and I feel like he's better defensively than Cat.
Yep.
And he can defend more positions than just one position.
Yeah. And I feel like obviously the Knicks they got so derailed by injuries in their postseason run. But you had a feeling if Randall was there, they probably could have broken through.
For sure.
You had the Nova core, Brunson, Hart, and DiVincenzo, who now he's with us too. So great.
Ayo.
But those guys really locked it in for the Knicks. And you had a feeling if Randall was there, maybe it could have worked. But I really want Randall to have a great year for the Wolves, and hopefully the Wolves can improve with him.
Oh, that's the truth. I feel like they will. I feel like the Wolves would definitely improve. Like after when that trade first went down with Karl-Anthony Towns, I thought to myself, "The hell are we doing? The hell are Wolves doing?" Like at first, and I started thinking about it. I'm like, and this was last year when we did this. I would be more concerned, but Naz Reid showed us that he can be more than just a 6-man.
Oh yeah.
Randall, he can be a 6-man if we need him to be, or he can come off the bench. And that's one thing I like about that position with those two players. Like you can rotate them in and out of the starting position. I think it would be all right there. We'll always be productive play out of the post.
Yeah.
And then when Dante coming here too, that was very big. I felt like big time.
Was not expecting to get two of them.
No, I didn't either. That shocked me. I was like, that's really great guard play that we're going to have right there coming out of the backcourt. Coming off the bench, we're going to have Dillingham and Dante coming off the bench for us. Like,
it's exciting. Yeah.
Very exciting.
It's most excited I've been for a Wolves season. I mean,
that's the truth.
Gosh.
That is the truth. And then, you know what? Another player I'm going to throw out there. I don't know, would it be count as a comeback season at all? You tell me, but Ja Morant.
Yeah, I mean,
I know he has whole trouble off
all the controversy aside. I mean, controversy aside, Ja Morant is probably one of the most entertaining players to watch. You know, like just his explosiveness alone. I mean, the dunk he had against the Wolves in the Western Conference, like first round that year.
Oh yeah, a couple years ago.
You know, yeah. I mean, when he did that, I think I remember just saying to myself, "Well, Wolves lost this game."
Yeah, that series was like over fast. I mean, like we were competitive. The Wolves were competitive in it, but they just didn't have that extra juice to get them through.
Yeah, you could tell they weren't ready for the moment. I do think Ja is going to have a good season. I don't know if the Grizzlies are going to be back into the contenders that they were. It just, I mean, because they've lost some. I mean, I know they got Bane, right? He's still there.
He's still there. They drafted Zach Edey.
Shows how much I know about Memphis. But yeah, Bane kind of came on as he's good. I mean, he's a good shooter. Zach Edey, I know everybody's like talking highly about him coming out of preseason. We'll find out. I mean, yeah, obviously watching him in college, I mean, he's unstoppable because he's 7'5".
Oh yeah, he was killing college basketball.
But yeah, now that he's in the pros, he's going to be facing guys that are like him. Yep. So it'll be interesting. I mean, Memphis will be a team that, I mean, they could either be playoff or bust. I don't know. It's just,
I totally forgot. They also have Marcus Smart over there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So really going for I mean, if they stay healthy, I mean, that was their problem last year. They couldn't stay healthy, so they were throwing a G League squad.
Yeah, they did. At one point, they had a whole G League squad in there from start to
bad. But
that's just crazy. Yeah, they had so much bad just happened to them last year. I'm just like,
it's like, but considering they beat us in the playoffs the year before, I kind of liked it.
Oh yeah, same. I was like, me, you know, being from Minnesota and being a Timberwolves fan, I was like, you know what, you guys deserve that.
Yeah, acting like you were gonna do anything after you beat us. They didn't get swept, but I remember the Warriors beat them like pretty easily.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah. Speaking of the Warriors, do you think they will be in the playoffs this coming year?
I mean, I didn't think
they were going to make it last year.
I don't.
And they made it in the play-in.
They did, yep. And then they lost to Sacramento.
Yeah.
It's just the West is just so stacked.
It is.
Because you got us, you got OKC. I mean the Nuggets, the Mavericks.
You got the Kings.
The Lakers.
The Lakers.
Lakers probably will get in. The Clippers would have probably gotten in before Kawhi.
Yeah. Phoenix, or did you ever say the Suns?
I didn't say Phoenix, but yeah. And then, I mean, a team that could make a jump is Houston.
Houston, they could. They. I mean, Dylan Brooks.
Not him. But, Jalen Green and Van Vliet, I mean, I kind of like, I remember I was going through all the teams before I was just like, oh, yeah, Houston. Maybe.
Houston could.
But I don't know. The Warriors, I feel like they're just.
I feel like their time is up.
Yeah, I mean, Steph is still one of my favorite players of all time. Obviously, what he did in the Olympics was legendary,
Oh yeah, that was
and
awesome. Watch.
but it's just without Clay. I mean, Draymond is just becoming a shell of his former self every time you see him
Draymond's
playing.
WWE. He's
It's
Hulk Hogan. You know,
basically,
he's
and
out
then
there
I
just
mean,
slamming people.
they do. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they try to just start focusing on because they do have some talent. Like they got Kuminga, they got Pajemski. I saw that they signed Moody to an extension.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that just
so
happened today.
yeah, I did. Or yeah, because they're starting to sign all the rookie extensions today. So clearly they are hyped about Moses Moody, which I was a fan of him coming out of college at Arkansas. So,
Oh yeah,
but I don't know. It's going to be kind of a case of like changing of the guard, and
it
usually
is.
seasons like that can either be like good or just downhill.
And me personally, I thought with them getting rid of Clay, I thought Zach Edey would have been a perfect time for them to throw a big man in there. Throw a
Yeah,
big man in there and just like see what they do, but they didn't do that at all this year. So it's like, what do you bring? You have Andrew Wiggins still, but you just don't know what you're gonna get from him. He
I
can either drop 25 for you or he's gonna drop 5 for you.
will drop 25 if he plays against the Wolves because that's always how it goes. But
Yeah, yeah. But otherwise than that, it's like there's no in between with that guy. It's either 25 or 5. Or 25 and 10. It's like there's nothing in between. And so it's like,
it'll be interesting. I mean, the West is just going to be so stacked. So it's the Warriors. They got to just like
oh,
Steph's got to decide is this it or you know
you can't forget about the Pelicans too coming out of the West.
Pelicans. Yeah, Dejounte Murray.
And Zion Williams is actually healthy and in shape. Have you seen that guy?
Yeah,
He's just jacked.
everybody is saying like Zion when he's healthy could potentially be like in the conversation, but he never is. That's why.
You know?
Like,
But this year might be different. Like I said, they have DeJounte Murray, they have CJ McCollum over there. So it's like Brandon Ingram, which I don't know if it's still going on. I know there's rumors about them trying to trade Brandon Ingram a while back ago.
I mean, I kind of wanted them to trade him to us.
Oh yeah, that would have been awesome.
I love Brandon Ingram's game, but New Orleans will be a team though if they underperform. I think Bi is probably on his way out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, just the West. It's like same as last year. The West is just insane, and then there's the East, which is really
You
the
got Boston, Knicks,
and the Knicks. Yeah, I can't.
Then you know Miami's gonna make that last push at the end of the season, somehow scoot into the playoffs and beat some big team that's in the top 3.
I hope not. I'm so over the.
It's over Miami Heat. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's like the Jimmy Butler team.
Playoff Jimmy. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Playoff Jimmy.
Playoff Jimmy that helped us.
Yeah.
I'm still salty about that.
Playoff Jimmy, man. He's real.